Hi everybody, it's Linda, Black Bear Family Farms. Just wanted to give you a little information. This video will take you from November to yesterday's snowstorm, and we've had a lot of snow since November and the cold hasn't stopped. So here you go. Hi everybody, it's Linda, Black Bear Family Farms, and we're so glad you're here and that you were able to follow us. Please subscribe and share if you can. This video is just a little bit to show you what's happening here in St. Anthony, Idaho. We have quite a bit of snow on the ground, and trying to take care of the birds is a challenge, but they're doing fine. Ben waters and feeds every day, and I do stuff inside, like working. He also is making lots of jam, so I'm labeling and getting things ready for our first market, which will be in April. But here's our video showing you about our farm and about the birds. Enjoy. Bye. So winter hasn't left us yet. In fact, it brought us a few extra inches of snow last week. But look, it's melting. We have some dripping. That's always a good thing, even though it says it's over 40. I can't believe it. But here we go. So I'm out here in the chicken yard, checking on the babies. Ben just fed them and changed their water. They're doing really well. Aren't you a pretty one? If you can see this chunk of ice over here, this is what Ben knocks out of the rubber water bowls, which is the easiest way for us to change water. Heaters, we've tried them. We have to have extension cords all over. It just doesn't really work. So the easiest thing we can do is just have these rubber bowls, and he knocks the ice out, and then he just has some warm water. We don't have to travel far, so it's warm water from inside, and he fills it up. These are one of my favorite birds here, the blue cochins. They're so pretty. But Ben's just been walking around feeding the birds. Does this every day, sometimes twice a day if it's super cold. Our A-frame is a nice shelter for them, although the wind has really torn it up, and the cold. The cold makes it brittle, and then the wind just tears it up. But we'll fix that in the spring once the thought of snow and such are over. But they love being in here. It's a nice dry place. They have lots of feed and water. And they're all doing well. We're starting to get a few eggs a day. Nothing to write home about. I'm sure you've heard all about the controversy with the feed. So we did switch our feed around, waiting to see if there's any major results. We stopped buying Purina or the feed at Cow Ranch and went to a local grain depot, and we're hoping we'll start seeing more eggs. What pretty roosters they are. You can see we have a lot of snow. So Ben's had to shovel each time. Back here we have our speckled Sussex, and the reason we have them separate is so that we can have purebred eggs to hatch out. They're a good layer, and they're very pretty. It's funny to see how puffy they are with all their feathers fluffed up. They look beautiful. Turkeys are good. Mr. Tom is here showing off. Oh yes. Hi, Mama. Making lots of noise. We keep a shoveled path for them, and then they can get around in and out. Oh, cochins. They're so pretty. I don't know all their names. Hoses are frozen. We come in with some jugs and we fill it with hot water, and then we take them out and we knock out the ice and fill them up with some steaming hot water and let them get a drink before it refreezes later in the day. So this is the first part of our water. Now we had a problem not knowing how to exactly water the quail, because their water, the automatic water, just froze up, so there's no chance there. So we came up with this little ingenious system of using the small canning jars. This way we can take it in and out very quickly. We can knock out the ice, and we can water them several times a day without much trouble. And it works pretty good. So we'll keep doing this for the winter. It'll be a lot easier than the water bottles that we were using just froze solid, and you couldn't even twist off the base. So this is working a lot better and a lot faster to get the ice out. So then it's just filling up the little 4-ounce canning jars with some warm water. And then we use the rim to kind of stabilize it because they kept knocking it over. It seems to work really well. The undercoat, they fluff up really big, and so that they're able to keep warm. Well, we get a few eggs a day from them too. Nothing spectacular at the moment. They're doing really well. We're actually going to get a few eggs of a jumbo quail breed because these eggs are so little, we'd like to get some bigger ones. But they are adorable. So we're coming to the backyard where the breasts are. Time to give them some food and water. Doesn't seem quite as frozen. I got some water underneath, so that's nice. You just knock it all out in one big chunk.
I think it's a little warmer in here.
And the breasts are kind of hiding out in their coop area. It's nice and toasty in there. And the breasts are laying eggs now. So come spring, we'll probably do some incubation. This is our backyard. The farmers have been here, ranchers I should say, taking their straw and hay out to their cattle. So they have a big tractor that they use for plowing as well. But we have to shovel our way. And this is our path now to get out to the American breasts. We're doing really well. They're actually giving us a couple eggs a day, which is nice to see. Especially come spring, we'd like to hatch some, but they're doing really well. Oh, he's a pretty one. Look at that rooster. He's beautiful. Come on, ladies, come on out. But they don't have, the snow keeps coming down off their roof, so they have a big pile in here. But they like to stomp around. In the back there, that's where they have their feed and their water. And that's where they roost, in the back room there. We did have a predator, we think a raccoon got in there, but we fixed their hole, so haven't had any more losses. Thank goodness, because we only have a few. We are getting some chicks later, maybe in March, so that we can hatch out some more. Well, chicks or eggs, I'm not sure which. there's such a high demand. The American breasts are a meat breed as well as an egg layer. So it's nice to have something that we can do to improve our possibilities of meat if times get really tough. But they're beautiful. They have blue feet, white bodies, and red heads. So they're American breasts. Thanks, rooster. They got their feeder, and they roost up on the shelf and up top. And here's one of their eggs. They're like the only ones right now laying at the moment. We have the 2 roosters. And they stay nice and warm in here. There's Puma. He's over trying to get over to me. He's on the other side of the fence, obviously. Not too happy about having his paws all wet. So here's Puma. Let's go say hi. Hi, Puma. There's my boy. Yeah. He's that little guy that likes to snuggle with you. Now he's quite heavy. He's not such a good snuggler anymore. He still comes and tries, though. Don't you, baby? If you use your imagination, you can see Ivana's herb garden here under all these different lumps. Some of them are still sticking out a little, but it's getting well watered. So we got another 6 to 8 inches last night, and had to come out at 6 a.m. this morning to help our daughter dig out the car. She used our car because the plow apparently came through even earlier, and her car is totally snowed in. It's totally banked in. So she used our car. We now have to figure out how to, not figure out, it's just a matter of doing it, digging out her car, and hopefully our friend will come by and dig us out again. But yeah, there's getting so much snow. I'm glad he comes and plows because he takes it all the way across over to there versus having it. Oh, hi, Megs. What are you doing? Yeah, you're not supposed to be out here. Silly girl. But the plow came through, which is nice, but it left us about 8 feet of a snowbank between our cars and the road. Now, hi everybody, it's Linda, Black Bear Family Farms, and we had about 6 to 8 inches, I think, last night, and as you can see, the greenhouse is got a lot of snow load on it, and this particular greenhouse, we have to get it off. It's already ripped back here in the corner and sinking. It's actually ripped up front here too, in this corner. So we have to get the snow load off of that. The easiest way to do that is to use the a broom and just push it off. So the easiest way to get the snow load off is to use a broom and just push it off. So here we go. It's actually kind of fun. Biggest problem I'm having is that on the outside, the snow is already this high, so I can't really push it much farther. But let me get back here. See if I can get this off. Trying to stop it from all coming inside. That side's good. Gets so sunny in here once we get the snow off. Not much more we can do. I said in some other videos, my goal with this greenhouse is just to keep it together, because as you can see, it's keeping all our supplies and equipment dry. We're not going to use it as a greenhouse per se, but we do need to have it so we can keep our stuff dry until spring. So that's the goal, and right now I'm just working on getting the snow off it so it doesn't all collapse. A few years back, this used to be an aluminum frame, and it did collapse under the snow, and that's why we built this wood frame now. It's good, and we actually have another cover that we have bought two, and this is the first one, so we can actually put a new cover on it in the spring and use it for our starts and things in the springtime. So it's been good. It's got ultraviolet protection, so this is 3 years old, I think now. So it's held up for a long time. It's just the seams are ripping out, which is expected between the sun and the snow. So that's what I'm doing for now. Did you guys get any more snow, or are you planting? Let me know. Put some comments below, and subscribe and follow if you can. Thanks. So this is how it looks on the outside now that I pushed the snow off the roof. And as you can see, there's like nowhere for it to go. I think it's starting to snow again. We're going to have to pull some of it off because the sides are getting too heavy, and these areas that are ripping are ripping more. So our friend came and plowed us out, but also kind of plowed us in. We're gonna have to come out here and get rid of this extra berm, but at least the 8 feet between the road, except for this huge iceberg he made, which is good. It allows for Hannah to park again. And as you can see, he finished plowing out our 8 feet of snow, but we do have this nice berm here we're gonna have to get rid of. As a way to keep things a little more efficient, we've parked all 3 cars next to each other. Doesn't give us much room, but it works. And helps us to leave the middle of the road open. So our mailbox has got plowed back a little bit. That's always the tough one. Postman doesn't like getting out of his car, and so we like to have that plowed back too. Oh, a lot of snow, a lot of snow. It's amazing how fast it melts though when it does get warm. So we had the missionaries come and help dig out the chicken yard again, which is always nice. Our canal here next to the house has little cat prints down it. They like to take their little trips when they get out. But the greenhouse has really gotten worse. Got these great icicles. But look at our poor greenhouse. Oh, I knew it was ripping out, and it has. But we were able to get some of the snow off the side so that it shouldn't collapse in the middle. But oh boy, that's I don't know, maybe we'll put a tarp over the top just so we don't keep getting more snow in there. Not good, but we knew it was going to happen. Got lots of snow down by you can tell, especially how deep it is when you get down by the well. It's getting pretty buried. It's not over the top yet, but it's getting there. All right, friends, this is the update. I'm going to put all this together the last couple days and show you what we have here. And subscribe and share if you can. We'd love to grow our page. Thanks for all your help and for checking us out. Bye.